Y'all ready to get funky?
The most important part of dance is music. So now let us listen to the music and identify the beats.
1, 2, 3.
But that was too soft.
That's right, jump around. Hey, welcome. It's SegaSonic Radio Night, and we are back, and we're going to kick off tonight, aside from some Jet Set Radio Everyone Jump Around, with 2 requests. Kicking it off tonight with Circus Park, requested by Shadow the Hedgehog on Twitter, followed up by Silent Forest Zone Act 1, requested by Shine Spark over on Twitter. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey, and welcome back. That was Circus Park from Shadow the Hedgehog and Silent Forest Zone 1 from Sonic Lost World. Hey, it's your host as always, GX, aka Chris, aka the Spin Dash, aka whatever you want to call me. And welcome back to SegaSonic Radio. We took a little bit of a hiatus due to some pretty significant personal things going on, but we are back and we're just trying to slowly get back into the swing of things. So thank you everyone for your continued patience. It's been a very difficult last couple of weeks, but we're slowly getting our streaming act back together, and I appreciate everyone's support, appreciate all the love that everyone's been sending. It's been really uplifting, and I appreciate it. Speaking of things that are uplifting, hey, we got a theme this week, and the theme that I pitched to you over on Twitter was springs. We wanted to know what gave you, spring bounce. We wanted to know what made you feel bouncy tonight. What made you lift up? What made you want to bounce yourself? And you responded with plenty of requests, such as the upcoming requests of Collision Chaos, Japanese version for Sonic CD by Anarita, and Mushroom Hill Zone from Sonic & Knuckles by my personal friend Evil Dr. Reef. Let's take a listen to those two, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome back. That was Collision Chaos from Sonic CD, Japanese version, and Mushroom Hill Zone Act 1 from Sonic and Knuckles. I've been honestly, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into the show itself over the past couple weeks. I've actually been fairly busy whenever I haven't been dealing with, like I said, personal things. I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I picked that up on launch day, and I would describe it as probably the best game story that I will experience this year. I've been very impressed with it. It's been consuming my time. I put in about 150 hours, which isn't to say that it takes 150 hours to beat, but it is a game that is just jam-packed full of side stories, and a lot of the side stories are really, really worth your time as stories themselves. Just the general vibe of that game has been very therapeutic for some of the stuff that I've been going through in my own personal life, which, for those of you who actually know what that game's about, actually sounds fairly depressing, but it's been actually pretty helpful. If you have time to put into an RPG, I would say go ahead and check it out. It's surprisingly well written for what you generally expect Nintendo games to be about, because it is a game whose premise is this is a war between two factions populated entirely by child soldiers who are born in his adolescence and die after 10 years if they're not killed in combat. And it's a war that has just been following through that cycle for literally thousands and thousands of years. And the game itself is kind of about people learning, or people coming to the concept of death in different, from different perspectives and with different interpretations, and then finding a way out of a cycle and how they sort of react to that. It's, there's a lot to it. It's hard for me to really talk about it beyond that without giving significant spoilers, but there's a lot of different perspectives that each of the various characters come to it with, and I find it very fascinating. What else I find fascinating are our next two songs. As requested by Starfrost over on Twitter, we've got Sky Road. And we're going to follow that up with Sky Road from Team Sonic Racing. And we're going to follow that up with Strange Parade from Sonic Runners. Hope you enjoy. See you on the other side. Hey, that was, Sky Road from Team Sonic Racing and Strange Parade from Sonic Runners. I love any excuse to just put on some Sonic Runners music, and that was no excuse. However, it's time for my choice this week with our Vibe of the Week. The Vibe of the Week is something I just go and choose. Sometimes it's thematic, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just something that fits with how I'm feeling for the weekend. My hopes, my aspirations, my energy level, anything that is impulsive to me. And I kind of went with the theme this week. And, hey, we've got springs. We've got bounce. So why not go with a song from ARMS? That's right, Nintendo's ARMS, the, I don't want to call it short-lived, because it actually sold fairly well, but did not maintain the cultural space that I think that was hoped for. But I picked out a song from ARMS, and I went with Snake Park, the stage for Kid Cobra. And we're going to follow that up with another request from Sonic Rush. We had Trey request back-to-back, and didn't specify a version, so I went with the digital remake and tracks. Enjoy these two. I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay! That was Back to Back and Snake Park, the former being from ARMS, the latter being from Sonic Rush. We are approaching the middle of the show, guys, and you know what that means? Well, normally means news. There was so much news! My gosh, there was so much news. I'll be honest here, I'm not prepared to describe exactly how much news there were, so I'm just going to give you the blanket reminder. Hey, head over to sonicstadium.org. Check out all the news that was up over the past week, and maybe next week, if things have slowed down a bit, I will have a reasonable amount of news to go over. But let's just say, I guess if I want to make up for that at all, I did watch through several of the various games presentations as of late, and I'm very impressed with the crazy pace that RGG Studios have gone on to, and sort of the way that they've just blown out Yakuza projects left and right, between working on the next Like a Dragon game, working on the various spin-offs, and hey, Judgment and Lost Judgment now on PC. Very, very excited about that. Good excuse to jump into either of those games. But we're going to jump into some music now and head over to 2 tracks from Sonic Adventure. First one is a request from Moonlight for Blue Star. Then we're going to follow that up with what I would say epitomizes the theme of Bounce as far as the Sonic Adventure soundtrack goes, with Let's Get This Party Started, Chow Race theme. Let's enjoy and see you guys on the other side.
wax and spin in the sound. Wax and spin in the sound.
Hey, that was Blue Star and Let's Get This Party Started from Sonic Adventure. Yeah, I love that other song. I love Let's Get This Party Started. I am admittedly not the biggest Chow fan. It's been a point of contention between myself and many other Sonic fans. But broadly speaking, like, I don't know, that song makes up for everything. You know, though, like, I'm all aboard with the Coco. I'm all about the Coco. You know, I'm kicking Chow to the curb. I am all about the Coco. Coming up in Sonic Frontiers. Coming up on the show, we've got another trio of songs, we'll say. We got 3 songs. Not one, not 2, yes, 3. We're gonna start off with, actually 2 requests and 1 non-request. We're starting off with Maxi Bun Buns requesting Rooftop Run Act 1, the Sonic Generation version, over on Twitter. And the archery theme from Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the mobile version, requested by Hunter the Hawk over on Discord. And finally, choice of my own, Tropical Resort Act 2 from Sonic Colors Ultimate. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, that was Rooftop Run Act 1 from Sonic Generations, Archery from Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 mobile version, and Sonic Colors Ultimate Tropical Resort Act 2. Oh, y'all, I like my Sonic Colors Ultimate soundtrack. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. No one's actually criticizing it in chat. I'm just yelling at the internet broadly. We've got just a couple more songs before I have to leave for the evening. Just a handful more. We've got a remix for tonight. I think it's a good time for a remix. Do you guys think it's a good time for a remix? I think it's a good time for a remix. And I'm driving this car, and you're just along for the ride. If you don't want in the car, well, the car's moving. I wouldn't recommend getting out, but that's your prerogative. We've got it wouldn't be a bounce themed episode if I didn't have Spring Yard in some form. I mean, it's in the name. It's in the name. Spring Yard was always kind of an interesting stage in the original Sonic. The way I kind of describe it is, it's the stage that is most like a skate park, with how many just sort of ramps that it has you go through. It's Green Hill is the most iconic, but generally speaking, when I think of stages that play with momentum, I tend to think Spring Yard, which is weird because Spring Yard doesn't tend to get thought of in general. I would say there's that. Collision Chaos has a bit of that in Sonic CD. Sonic CD. Casino Night has a little bit, but... it has a little bit more than a little bit, but it's just not the most iconic aspect of that stage. But going forward, like, once you get to Sonic 3, that style of level design kind of goes out of vogue. Which is odd, because that's kind of the interesting thing about those classic Sonic games, is the way that it plays with momentum. And don't get me wrong, I love the level design in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it definitely feels a bit less experimental in the way that Sonic 2 and occasionally Sonic 1 felt. So I've got a remix for you from ocremix.org. This remix is by Halk on the album Sonic the Hedgehog, The Sound of Speed. It's called Spring Junkie, and it's a remix of Spring Yard Zone and Labyrinth Zone for good measure. And we're going to follow that up with a song from... No, actually, we won't follow that up. We'll wait a little bit. Just enjoy this remix. On the other side. Hi. Yes, that was the song. I lost track of time while I was trying to do some technical upkeep. Yeah, that was Spring Junkie from Sonic the Hedgehog, The Sound of Speed. You can get this album and many more over at ozremix.org. This was by Helk. We got... I kind of felt like we just needed a Sonic Shuffle song. Like, of all the Sonic Shuffle stuff, like, there surely had to have been something that would have made sense for this theme. And Sonic Shuffle's a weird soundtrack, guys. I don't know if you're aware of this. Sonic Shuffle is a weird game with a weird soundtrack, and it's out there. It was kind of out there for me to try to find anything that made sense with it. And I did find something. So, we're running close to the end of the evening. We've got Fun Villain from Sonic Shuffle. And we've got one of our second to last request for tonight, Mr. Speed, over on the Discord, wanted Trap Tower from Sonic Mania, which you would know best as the theme of the pinball stage, the pinball minigame. Let's enjoy those two as we start to wind down for the night. See you on the other side. Sorry about that. Thank you, everyone. We are wrapping up for the night. Thank you all who popped over, who took a listen. Absolutely appreciate it. It's fun to have a nice audience for, streaming, enjoying, ringing in the weekend. And, yeah. But beyond that, we are going to basically wrap up for the evening. Where am I going with this? Where are we going this? We are I'm sorry. I'm preoccupied with stuff going on in YouTube chat. Hey, if you would like to make requests, we do requests every Friday over on Twitter and on our Discord. I give you a theme every week, just as this week's theme was Bounce. Next week is going to have another great theme. Thank you to the enthusiastic person over on YouTube who is making requests. Unfortunately, we're approaching the end of the evening, and our playlist has already been set. So, hey, check us out on Twitter or jump into our Discord, and maybe next week you'll have a chance to make the request that you would like to make. Beyond that, you can follow us and everything we do over at sonicstadium.org. We've got a community, we've got Discords, we've got news, we've got message boards. Remember message boards? We got them. And with that, yeah. Hey, give us a give us a follow on Twitter. Always appreciate it. Let you know when we go live. If you're watching on YouTube, give us, the normal stuff, the like, share, and subscribe. If you're on Twitch, just give us a follow. Just let you know, hey, we got new stuff coming out. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to end tonight on our final request. And it's, requests are like, I try not to do too much with, like, hey, requests outside of actual Sonic games, because I can't guarantee that I'm gonna have the music for it. But this one's from fellow staffer, Knuckles87, resident Knights superfan, and he requested Suburban Museum. So we're gonna end on that tonight, in part because it's very, very long. It's 10 darn minutes. I hope you guys enjoy, and we will catch you next week on SegaSonic Radio. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We out. Peace all. See you next week. Okay.